Good morning, everyone. I will discuss to you the cash and cash equivalent problems that I have given you. So, for the first problem, please secure a copy of the problem that I have given you. So, in answering short problems, what you would do is read first the question. So, the question in the first problem about Tranvia Company was, uh, how much is the total cash and cash equivalents for the year 2018? Then you are given the choices. So the question is the total cash and cash equivalent. This is the line item for the cash. So after going over the question, this is now the time that you will go over the given. So at least you know which items to look for. So tanang content sa imuhang cash and cash equivalent. So cash and cash equivalent, so you already know what is cash. Cash equivalent, those which has maturity within 3 months. So you are given 4 accounts. So let us identify whether that is included or not. So cash in checking account. So yes, that is cash. Cash in money market account. Is it included? Yes. Treasury bill purchased November 1, 2018, maturing January 31, 2019. Is it included? Yes, kaya within 3 months man na siya. But time deposit purchased December 31, but maturing March 31. So pila man na ka months? So for the whole month of December, January, February, March, that is already 4-month period. So November, December, January, that's good for 3 months. Maturing within 3 months, so that is current. So that is cash and cash equivalent. But for the second time deposit, so it is not a cash equivalent because again, for it to be considered a cash equivalent, it must be within the maturing term of 3 months. So when it comes also with the cash in money market account, under PAS 7, treasury bills, money market placement, and time deposit normally qualify as cash equivalents only when they have a short maturity of 3 months or less from the date of acquisition. So this refers to the treasury bills, time deposit, and the money market. In the absence of specific term, money market account is short-term investment of 3 months or less. That is why the second account, the cash in money market account, it was not specified as to the maturity date. It will be considered as short-term when the problem is silent. So, if you will add them all, that is a total of 4,600,000. So the answer is letter C. So this is how you will present your short problem solutions. So you'll write first the ikapila na siyang question. So you could say problem 1, question 1. Then leave a space here yet. Why? It is for your final answer. So you will write your solutions below. Then do not forget, dapat naka-double rule ni siya, or your final answer should be the item that you would box. So, i-square ba nimo, i-circle. It's the final answer. Then, beside the number of problems, so, ikapila na nga problem, you will write the letter. So, I just wrote here the name of the company or of the problem so that you will not be confused as to which problem I am referring to. So you could simply write the letter of your answer, then the figure or the amount of your answer. So that's how you would solve and show solutions for your short problem. So you must know this way because starting with accounting 4 down to the higher accounting, you would always show your solutions in short problems. You will be exposed with short problems. So please take note of the format. Write the problem number or the question number, solutions below. Do not forget to double rule or to box your final answer. Then, beside the problem number, you rewrite the letter of your answer and the figure or the amount of your answer. This must be the same with your boxed or double ruled amount. So that's for problem 1. Next, Pygmalion Company. What was the question in Pygmalion Company? So same question, how much will be reported as cash and cash equivalent for the year 2018? So you already know which items you would look out for. Basta kayo mo compose siya sa cash and cash equivalent. So let's look at the problem. We have here cash in bank current account. Should that be included? Yes, there's no problem with that. Cash in bank payroll account. Yes, that's still part of cash. Cash on hand, there's no problem. That is included. But take note that there is an additional information below. The cash on hand included 200,000 check payable to Pygmalion dated January 15, 2019. So why is that something to consider? So check payable to Pygmalion. So what is that? So this is a post-dated check, and this will be reverted to accounts receivable. So check pa ni siya. So with the 500,000, it includes the 200,000. It is yet a check. So this is not yet cash. It is January 15 pag yun ang date. So as of December 31, this is yet considered as accounts receivable. So 500,000 must be deducted with the 200,000 for you to get the total actual cash on hand for December. So that's 300,000. Next is cash in bank restricted account for building construction expected to be disbursed in 2019. Take note that the cash and cash equivalent amounts would only include those that are unrestricted. Unrestricted meaning you did not allot it for any project or for any payments. So what is this? Cash in bank that is restricted for building construction will be classified as non-current investment because it is set aside for the acquisition of a non-current asset and it is not a payment for current liability. So, how about the payroll di ay ma'am? Di ba giset aside man na siya? Yes, it is included because it is set aside for the payment of a current liability. Current man po siya. So, for now, it's still part of our cash but bayaran na po nato at the end of the period. But for now, naapanin nato. What else? Time deposit purchase December 15, 2018 and due March 15, 2019. So, is that included? January, February, March, or within the 3-month period. So, that is still included as cash and cash equivalent. So, how much is the total? That is 8,300,000. So, after getting this answer, write your letter and the figure or the amount of your answer beside the problem number. Next, Thor Company. So, what is the question? So, how much will be reported as cash? Take note, cash ang question. Under current assets. So, we have here the checkbook balance. So, based sa imuhang checkbook, you have 4 million. Based on your bank statement balance, it's 5 million. So, what will you use? So, let's use the checkbook balance, 4 million. Let's try to see if the other information will be included or not. So, check drawn on Thor's account payable to supplier dated and recorded on December 31, 2018, but not mailed until January 15, 2019. So, why did we use the checkbook balance? Mao manggod ni ang nasa imuhang checkbook. So, meaning that this money ang remaining amount sa imuhang cash. Bank statement balance. So, we will have this in our next topics, kanang mga bank reconciliation, because it does not mean kung unsay naa sa bank that is the actual cash, because sometimes ang bank mo it would need days for it to record, mag-clearing pa na. So, arita sa ato ang own balance, checkbook balance. So, this check drawn on Thor's account, take note, nasuwat na nimo, na-issue na nga check, but it was not mailed. It was not yet given pag January 15. But pag December 31, naka-issue naman kag check ana, so meaning, it's not already included in your cash. As if nga, na-disburse na nimo. But you did not yet mail it until January 15. So supposedly, this is yet, as of December 31, cash pa na nato, wa pa nato nagamit. So it is an undelivered check. So it should be restored to the cash balance by debiting cash, crediting accounts payable. So again, nganong gidebit ato cash, atong iuli because the cut-off period is December 31. But we issued the check, we gave it to the supplier by January 15. So as of December 31, intact pa si cash. So this 500,000 should be included as part of our cash. Cash and sinking fund, what is it? So sinking fund, usually this is in relation to a bonds payable. So this will be included for its related account. So if the problem is silent, bonds payable is, sama na siya, non-current liability. So, mukuyog man na ang classification sa iyang related account. So, cash and sinking fund will be considered as non-current investment because it is set aside for the payment of a non-current liability. Non-current liability, hence it is a non-current asset which is in the form of non-current investment. So, add them all. You will have 4,500,000. So you'll write letter A beside the problem number, then write the amount. Next, problem 4. What total amount should be reported as cash? So all cash pa nitong question. So you already know the question. So let's look at the given. So you're given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 accounts. So let's try to see which will be included as cash, or should it be included or not. So take note, the question is cash. Dili, cash and cash equivalent. You must know which part is under cash, which part is for the cash equivalent. So let's start. Cash on hand, is it included? Yes, this is part of cash. Demand deposit, apil ba na? Yes, it's a part of cash. How about certificate of deposit? No, it's not. It is part of cash equivalent, so it's not included as part of our cash. Post-dated customer check. Post-dated, so same sa previous example. So this is reverted to accounts receivable. It's not part of cash. Next is petty cash fund. So you already know petty cash fund is always part of cash. Traveler's check. Yes, that is included. About manager's check. Yes, appeal gihapon. And also with money order. So you total them, you will get 5 million. So the answer would be letter D, 5 million. So next is the Campbell Company. So same question, cash and cash equivalent, but you have, it's a little bit complicated because you need to compute first some items before getting the total. So same question, cash and cash equivalent, but we must identify because there are additional information for you to get. So we have here petty cash fund. So yes, that is included. But the question is how much? Why? We have additional information. So petty cash fund includes unreplenished December 2018 petty cash expense vouchers. So na voucher. So should that be included as part of petty cash? No, because it's unreplenished pa na siya. So dapat man nato i-replenish. So 50,000 minus the unreplenished of 5,000. What else? Napatay employee IOU. Should that be included? No, it's not included. Wa na ilabot sa petty cash fund. So that should be subtracted. So you have a total of petty cash fund of 40,000. How about cash in bank current? Should that be included? Yes, total amount. That is 4 million. What is the arrangement? Current. Okay. So, cash in bank current account, that is to be included. How about the payroll account? Yeah, so just like my previous problem discussion, payroll account will be included because this is a payment of a current liability, so meaning na apatay cash as of this moment. How about cash in bank sinking fund? So cash in bank sinking fund, so there is an additional information. It is set aside to settle a bond payable that is due on June 30, 2019. It is within 1 year. So meaning this bond payable is a current liability. Diba? The status of the sinking fund depends on its related account, which is a bond payable. So, a bond payable will be considered as non-current if more than 1 year. So, although it ends on December 31, 2018, so within 1 year man, kay June 36 months pa, so the bond payable is maturing in less than 1 year, it is considered as current liability. So, really automatic ha, every time you'll see a bonds payable, it is automatic non-current. So you will look at if it is when is the maturity date. But if the problem is silent, meaning there's no indication, that is non-current. But it is clearly stated in the problem that the bond payable is due on June 30, 2019. So that is less than a year. That is current. Hence, the sinking fund is included as part of cash. Next, we have here cash on hand. So, do we have additional information sa cash on hand? Yes. That is the second sentence. The cash on hand included a 100,000 customer check payable to Campbell dated January 15, 2019. It includes the customer check. So, should that be included? No, because customer post-dated check should be reverted to accounts receivable. January 15 pa niya nga payable. So, dili pa na cash na to. Ang customer ni issue dag check na to kay bayran ta. Payable to Campbell man. So, in this problem, we included it as cash on hand, but should it be included? No. It is yet to be payable on January 15. Hence, as of December 31, this is yet an accounts receivable. So, ato ang i-minus. So, the total cash on hand is not 500,000, but it is 400,000. Next, cash in bank restricted account for plant addition and expected to be disbursed in 2019. Take note that it is restricted. So since this is restricted, what will happen? Wala siya'y labot. Next, treasury bills. So treasury bills, is there additional information? So there's no additional information. So if there's no additional information, consider them within 3-month period. So that is cash and cash equivalent. How about the information that states in exchange for a guaranteed line of credit, the entity has agreed to maintain a minimum balance of 200,000 in the unrestricted current bank account. So sa current account na 4 million, take note, the minimum balance of 200,000 to be maintained in the current account is included in the cash. Why? Because the current account is unrestricted. But if this is restricted, so minusan pa na to 200,000 nga minimum balance. So that's why in the problem it was bolded, basta gibold siya na unrestricted, meaning regardless if naa kay minimum balance or not, since it is unrestricted, you could use it anytime. That's the meaning of unrestricted, meaning that is still the most liquid part of your asset, which is cash. But if it is restricted, it is no longer part of your cash. Kaya gi-allot naman nimo for a certain project. So the answer would be 8,640,000. That would be letter A. The next problem, Yasmin Company. So what is the question? It asked about cash and cash equivalent. So identify which items would be included. So petty cash fund, does it have any additional information sa petty cash? So ang first, it talks about the check. The second talks about the time deposit. So there's no information regarding petty cash, so automatic that is included. Next, current account, First Bank. So there is an additional information. A check for 100,000 was drawn against First Bank current account dated and recorded December 29, 2018 but delivered to payee January 15, 2019. So na ako noy, a check drawn against that current account by December 29, meaning wala na siya na-appeal. Kay check drawn, meaning ga-issue na tag-check, gimaynosa na siya. But, it was yet to be delivered on January 15. So, meaning, ato pang gihatag sa ato ang customer or client ang check by January 15. So, as of December 31, supposedly, this is yet part of our cash. Na minus lang siya daan kay sayo-sayo ta nag-issue og check. So, what would happen is, 4 million will be added with the check issued, 100,000. So, the total current account is 4,100,000. So, overdraft. So, overdraft here in the Philippines is a current liability. So, this is not part of our cash. Money market placement, third bank. So, in the absence of any specific term, so walay maturity date, so money market placement is considered as short term, which has it is an investment of 3 months or less. So, as what I have stated in the previous problem, so, short term na siya, 3 months or less, not indicated sa iyang term. So, money market will be considered as cash and cash equivalent. So, that should be included. Time deposit, fourth bank, 2 million. So, there is additional information that the fourth bank time deposit is set aside for land acquisition in early January 2019. So, klaro na, tungod kay giset aside man siya, so automatic that is not included as part of your cash and cash equivalent. So, there are only 3 amounts included. So, that is a total of 5,150,000. So, you write the letter, that's letter B, and you write the amount, 5,150,000. And we have here the last problem, Carla Company. So, same question, cash and cash equivalent. So, try to know whether there are additional informations or not para dili na ka mag-erase. Or, you could do the solution same as mine. So, you could write it here, then, your solution, naka-parentheses lang. So, pwede rin na. So long as mubo lang ang solution niya. Maigo pa si mong paper. So, additional information talks about cash on hand and the check regarding the security bank. Okay? So, let's start. Cash on hand, 500,000. But, take note na additional information. It includes daw, sulod sa 500,000, it includes a customer post-dated check of 100,000 and postal money order of 40,000. So, previous problems na to, we already know that customer post-dated check is not cash, but it is an accounts receivable. So, we need to subtract that one from our cash on hand. So, 500,000 minus 100,000. How about postal money order? Yes, this is considered as cash. Na-appeal naman siya sa 500,000, so no need to add. But if it would say that cash on hand does not include the postal money order, this is now the time that you will add 40,000. Next, security bank current account, 1 million. There is an additional information that the check for 200,000 in payment of account was drawn against the security bank account dated January 15, 2019, delivered to the payee and recorded December 31, 2018. So, nag-issue na tag-check by December 31. Gi-date na to January 15, gi-deliver na to January 15, pero gi-record na to as December 31 or gi-deliver na to by December 31 but the check is post-dated gyapon siya. But gi-record daw na to as a deduction from our cash by December 31 nga dapat unta ma-encash na to by the dili kita ang ato ang customer or ato ang supplier gi-issuehan na tong check ma-encash ra to niya by January 15. But by December 31, gi-record na nato as if gi-encash, so gi-minusan daw nato ang ato ang cash sa ato ang security bank account. Which in this case is wrong. Why? January 15 pagod ma-encash. So as of December 31, dapat part pa siya sa ato ang cash. So it should not yet be recorded as a deduction of our cash by December 31, but it should be by January 15. Kaya may gi-date. So, we have to add back the 200,000. Next, PNB current account. So, meaning this is our account in PNB. So, that is included. So, how about we have an overdraft? Should this be included? Since this overdraft is of the same bank account of the previous transaction, PNB current account number 1, natay positive balance. Then we have an overdraft, which means it is a liability sa ato ang PNB current account. So we need to include this one kay ato ang manang inet. Ato ang ipakang ba? So 400 minus 50,000 meaning we only have 350,000 cash sa ato ang PNB. Unlike sa previous example nganong wala na to gi-appeal. Because it is from a different bank. Wala tay ma-offsetan. So it is a liability from a different bank. But as of this case, kaning problem, we have a current account with a positive balance in PNB. So, ato ang inet, ato ang ipakang, so isubtract siya because they are of the same bank. BSP Treasury Bill, 60 days. O, 60 days. Pila man nakabuan? 2 months. So, should that be included? Yes, that is included. So, the answer is 4,950,000. So, the first chapter regarding cash, daghan-daghan man ni siya nga chapter, gi-separate siya. Other edition sa book, giusa lang ang bank recon o proof of cash and cash equivalent. But in the book that I am using, gi-separate. So, as of now, ako as ang hinahinay o discuss ninyo ang cash. But after this discussion, I will send you a file regarding the next topic, still part of cash. So, mo pa ni ang easy part kaning first part, the cash and cash. So, if magsugod ni siya bank recon and proof of cash, medyo complicated na siya. So, I would advise you to study the material that I would give you. It's all there. Yar na diha. So, sa problem solving, study the examples. Kaya medyo daghan kag timan-an ani nga topic. So, that would be all. Again, I'll be giving you a different material for the second part of the topic of cash. So, thank you and have a good day.